Recording in progress. Remix. Remix. We back at it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. Let's go, got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fake your face. Pull up in the church in the rave. You know I'm going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let's go, let go.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money
All right.
to my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Welcome in. Good morning. Go.
Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself. You took them stripes, you took my strife. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it. Memphis Rocky, hear your father. Turn
All
your
right.
cheek,
Well,
don't
welcome
fight.
in.
I'm rapping my tail off. I'm shipping the mail
Welcome
off.
in.
I'm getting my prayers out,
Let's
take
do
my
it.
hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg.
How y'all feeling?
So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Ain't few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye.
All right. T. Let's do it.
I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal.
Okay, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Energy in the house. C Gamer in the house. What up, C Gamer? Jimmy Williams in the building. What's goody? What's goody? What up, Phil? What up, AJ? Isam in the house. Yes, sir. All right, we good. We good. My boy. Okay, we're good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Let's lock it in here, man. Let's lock it in. Engineer 14 in the house. Big Bryce in the house. What up, Rafi? Yo. Jen in the building. Jen. It's time. Time to trade. Rob Trades in the house. Big Magnus here. What up, boys? What up, girls? How y'all feeling? Good to see you guys. Welcome back. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening to some of y'all. W, we got Motion here in the clubhouse. Okay. We got Motion. Nate G in the house. My man. What up, DJ Scratches? Benzina. What's goody? What up, Stewie B? That's my boy right there. We're like cousins. Savage 21. What's up, Sandro? What up, 3 Ants? What up, Benji? Mr. Q in the house. What's goody? All right, well, welcome in, everyone. Good morning to y'all, and welcome into another session here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's do it. Let me just minimize a few things on this screen over here. Big Magnus is walking and talking. All right, he's on the treadmill. He's here. What up, Rafi? What up, J-Ski? Hero of the day. AB Mike. How you guys doing, man? Good to see y'all. Always love when I can see you guys' faces and talk to you a little bit. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Today is a new day. It is May 8th. We got unemployment claims rolling in here in about 10-15 minutes. And we're going to get the party started here. So let's go ahead and pray, and then we will begin here, all right? Let's do it. Well, Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for this new opportunity here, Lord. Let us rejoice in it. We thank you for this day. We know that some people they didn't make it into this day, Lord. So we just thank you that we did. We thank you for the calling over this day. And it's not just another one, Lord. We thank you for the presence, Lord. I pray that your people would appreciate the moments more in life, Lord, that they would take them not as serious as they probably do right now, Lord. I pray that you would have a spirit of ease just just run over your people here today, Lord. We thank you for making us worthy of your calling, worthy of your promises. And even if they feel beaten up, even if they feel broken, it doesn't matter. Their value doesn't change, Lord. So we thank you for valuing us, Lord, when maybe other people don't. And we just give you the glory for calling us to step into victory here today, Lord. So we thank you. We ask that you would be with us here on this live stream, and we give you all the glory publicly in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 You are not broken. You are not just in pieces. You may feel like that. The world may make you feel like that, but that's not what the promises of God state. So who are you listening to? Are you listening to man, or are you listening to God? All right, that's the big question. That's the big question here. How many people we got here right now? 354. Let me ask you guys a question. If I gave you a $100 bill, how much is it worth? Let me get some quick participation here. If I gave you a $100 bill, how much is that $100 bill worth? Anyone know? Anybody know? Anyone put some value on it? $100, right? But what happens if I threw it on the ground and spit on it and I gave it back to you? How about now? Is it still worth $100? Yeah? What about if I took it back and I scrubbed it on the dirt and I just stomped on it and I poured soda on it and I gave it back to you? How much is it worth now? $100, right? You have worthy over your life, gang. I want to let you guys know right now, because a lot of times the world is going to make you feel broken. It's going to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing, like you're not valuable. And just like that $100 bill never loses its value, neither do you, gang. Neither do you in the world, in God's eyes, in my eyes. Get around some people that believe in you and that know that you're still worth $100, all right? You're worth much more than $100 in God's eyes, but I feel like that's just a message for someone here today, all right? So take it for what it's worth, and let's get into it here today, all right? Today is Thursday. It is May 8th, which is amazing, right? And it is another day, another opportunity for us to just be patient, to be disciplined, right? To respect ourselves and our trading plan, and to continue to execute on edge, right? We got news here at 8:30. We got unemployment claims coming out here. We got a couple yellow folders as well. Some more yellow folders here as we cruise in to the day, and that's pretty much it. So I think unemployment claims, the big one that we just gotta be aware of. That red folder is gonna drop here in 9 minutes. So let's go ahead and do a fresh analysis. Let's see where we're at. I think Trump does talk at 10 today, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, I think he talks at 10. So he's got some news for the world. So we're gonna see what's up with that. We should get some volume, but let's go ahead and do a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, give the stream a like here for me today. If you know your worth, give the stream a like and sub to the channel, and let's get this breakdown going. Y'all ready? Still a Hyundai, baby. What up, C Melly? What's goody? What's goody? All right, let's roll here. So today is the 8th here. We got, what is today? Thursday, right? So this is the daily candle. We did have a closure, bearish closure here yesterday on gold. So we never did end up popping up and making that wick or anything like that. Essentially, we just ended up creating resistance here, right? So we did get a resistance level now on gold daily time frame. So we'll see what we're going to do. We did close up bearish, pretty strong candle, but very little to no bottom wick there, right? And we're also like kind of right in this range here. So just going to be paying attention to what's happening with these sells. But other than that, I think if we do break the lows again, there's a really high chance that we'll come down, fill the range, right? If we do end up getting some sort of signs like that price wants to begin to move up, then we'll look at our ranges there. We'll kind of get with the 4-hour time frame, see where we could potentially execute on the buys, because again, although gold has thrown us a bearish candle at this point, I'm so bullish on gold. This stuff doesn't even matter anymore, right? So we'll see what happens. The 4-hour is probably starting to come back up, which it is. So we had a candle here closed below the range here, right? But it closed with no bottom wick. Next candle drove down. We tapped pretty much into this level here. It's that same level on the daily time frame, and now we're beginning to push up. So this candle here was never really able to make a bottom wick. So do the buyers have control of the market now, right? Let's take a look here. 1 hour has been popping up here. It looks like you had a little bit of a closure. 30-minute, no closure yet, but we do have that news coming in just a few minutes. So I think the 1 hour buys are pretty good if anyone's in these. And then we got news coming up here. So let's see how the news comes out, and then we'll see if we can get some more positions now. Yeah. So we're getting some volume. This is your 820 comics open push right here. So we got no wicks on these 5-minute candles just yet. So we'll see what happens. 30 closure in 5 minutes. Then we'll have unemployment claims, and we'll see where we go. Yeah, anyone in the gold buys? I would say off the 1 hour, pretty clean. Yeah, pretty clean. I like it. I like it. Yes, sir. What's up, Sebastian? Man, I was about to be late. Hey, I completely forgot what the outside world was like between the hours of 7 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Yo, completely forgot about rush hour traffic, all that. All that. Got caught up in all that today. It was crazy. What up, Magnus? Yo. Yeah, let's see what we're going to do. So the daily's rejecting here. We see the daily rejecting this overall area. 4 hour coming up to the highs, too. This here 4 hour high right here. So if you end up breaking those 4 hour highs, you're most likely getting a fake out, right? Especially with that candle hanging out there with no bottom wick on it. This guy right here. You probably get a fake out, right? So there's plenty of room to move up today for the buys. That's for sure, right? We could definitely see price coming way back up in this this 4 hour range and kind of doing this fake out here. So we'll see. Bullish volume looking good. What up, Xander? What's goody? What's goody? Was waiting for a closure above in the 30-minute. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 30 was probably your best bet there, especially with the news coming out. But 1 hour was pretty clean too. Yeah, closure above. But we'll see what happens because the 5-minute candles got no wicks, so maybe we can get a nice little pullback. And then maybe continue up. I mean, we got plenty of range here. Plenty. Wow, we moved way down last night. Holy smokes. Sheesh. Yeah, price was pushing up here, man, last night in Asian session, but it looks like we just came right back down. That's wild. Let's take a look at NQ here as well, and let's see what we could do and kind of map out here today. Daily. So daily did move up here. So we closed bullish yesterday. Had a feeling we'd close bullish after breaking those daily lows there, being at that daily support. So we did end up moving bullish. We closed bullish as well. 4 hours been pumping up for quite some time. The 1 hour is giving a new resistance right here. So I think let's take a look at what's going on to the left on the 1 hour. Yeah, we got this right here, and then we're pretty clean, man. Pretty clean on NQ. Let's see. Yeah, so I think you get a new support or a fresh closure above, and that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, you can either take some buys off supports, or you can wait for this range to break out, and then there you go. But we're clean. We're clean, so I'll probably be waiting for something like that. Who's coming to the July meetup? Yeah, who's coming? Anyone? We got some big plans for the July meetup. Actually, it's getting better and better as the day goes on, as the days go on. How you doing, TK? How you doing, buddy? What up, Magnus? The Vikings in the house. The Viking. We were talking about you at dinner yesterday. Were your ears ringing at all?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
Doing incredible, man. What about you?
Amazing, brother. Amazing. It's gonna be a
what
great
were you
day.
saying for dinner? Yes, of course, yeah.
We were talking about you're gonna be up here for the meetup.
Oh yeah, of course.
I was probably gonna buy 120 eggs because over here they have a big 60 rack of eggs. So I was like, I don't know. We were talking about the 60 rack. We were like, I don't know, man. That might not be enough for the Vikings. So I'll probably get 2 of them. I'll have 120 eggs sitting right there for you when you get here.
Let's do it, man.
All the protein you need. Nobody knows nothing.
If for a whole week, the only thing I'm eating is eggs, and then we can go out. I mean, that's
We're
great.
chilling. Eggs all week and then
Big
hibachi.
chilling. Exactly. I don't need any more.
Yeah, man. If you guys are planning on pulling up to the meetup, we're gonna do a traders meetup in July over here in Tampa. You can RSVP once you know you're coming. We're gonna do some fun stuff. We're actually gonna make it like a 2 or 3 day type of deal. Yeah, me and Green, we're gonna have some gator. How we doing? We're gonna have some gator. I finally found gator here in my town. So,
Bro, I gotta see that gator.
all right. So here comes unemployment claims. Let's see what we get here. So they're expecting lower numbers.
He might not like taste.
I could run the barbecue. That's music to my ears, Eric P. Say less. How about we have a cook-off? Can we have like a barbecue competition thing like they have in Can we qualify the chef, TK?
Bro, we're gonna eat like 10 steaks each.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So 228, so lower numbers, so pretty much green numbers here on the dollar, which states that gold should move down. So I'm not buying that. So we'll have to wait for a break and retest. So if we get in green numbers on the dollar, that means we should get a bit of a push back here on gold. And then I think if we remain above 51, then price action saying screw the news, we're gonna continue moving up here. So let's wait for something like that.
Yeah, great minds think alike.
Yeah. Look at all this room we got to go up now.
Yeah,
Holy smokes. I love this. Hey, Green, don't you
Thank you,
love
FOC.
this? This is beautiful. Look at these ranges we got again on gold, man. Lovely. Now, gold
Green don't like red.
can gold just stay down, though? That's the question, because the issue with gold is the shorts are literally short. They're short-lived. They're like, look, we had all this beautiful, ready to go down, and then just 2 days picked us right back up. Literally right back up. So we gotta make a move.
Yo, as long as we can stay above there, create some sort of support in the 15, I think we're good.
Yeah. Can I go over
have
the gold
a little
buys? The gold buys in the 1 hour? Yeah, I mean, they were good. But by the way, your daily and 4 hour candles are both bearish. So it's not like they were that good, you know? Like, I think you still...
Too.
Yeah, I think you still need a little bit of a break and retest. It seems like
15
you...
close right at resistance.
Yeah, we did.
And
Yeah,
no
so
bottom wick.
They were okay. They were okay. They were going against the bias, but I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. And we really haven't tapped any targets, I would say. Like, I know from experience that this is like a support level right here when candles look like that. And it's no surprise that we tapped there and rejected. But other than that, there's really nothing stopping price from continuing down. So the buys there are just, you know, they're a little bit more risky because you're going against the trend. Yeah.
Carlito, yeah. We'll tell God not to go anywhere in the next like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. I could still see gold moving up here. I would probably say we would get like a little bit of a pullback though. Like a break and retest would be perfect on the 30-minute time frame. Just a new support there. I don't think we'd really need to wait for a breakout at that point, right? Because if we're gonna continue moving up, we get this here. We kind of create a bullish support here or something, and let's say we don't close above. I think that's fine. I think that trade is okay. We don't need a closure above at that point because you're trending now, right? So you're starting to see the trend. You got a high, low, high, low, high, low, high, right? Maybe. So yeah, you don't need a breakout after this. You just need a new support. That's pretty much it. And then what we could do is we could take our buys right off that new support for price to continue pushing up into this range. Kind of look towards these areas, right, to close and stuff like that. So we'll see.
Yeah. Bro, look at that NQ onion. That's looking perfect.
Hey, I'm down to risk $89 on this trade.
Me too.
I'm risking $89 on every trade pretty much moving forward. How you doing?
Look at that onion on the 30. Just unfortunately no bottom wick
no
there.
bottom wick. Yep.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's okay. 1 hour would be much better here anyway. I don't really like trading before the open too much anyway. Is it worth it to pay for the rebuild or just abandon it? I would I'd go big. If you get a good trade today, I'd go pretty big. Yeah, I mean either way you're spending $100 today. Or whatever it is. I forgot what, I don't know what account you're working on, but either way you're paying it today. So I would I would just go big on that account and see if you can make it happen. $10K accounts to mitigate losses. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. You know, if any of you guys are going through a bit of a losing streak, I would say really there was a reason that you guys watched me go through a losing streak last year back in February. And I think that there were lessons that were to be learned and things to be understood and certain things to understand from that time. So a lot of you guys can use that, what you learned from that time, whether how I handled it or you know how I traded after that, or what my thought process was, or what I did to get help, or you know what I mean. Like you'll witness me go through things for a reason at times that may benefit you later. So if you are going through a losing streak, you know, just remember how I handled my losing streak, how I handled a little bit of my downtime, and what I did to come back up. And you guys can do the same. And if this is your first time having a bit of a losing streak in your trading career, that's amazing, because you're going to learn a lot here if you have the right head on your shoulders. And by the way, it won't be the last time. It certainly won't be the last time. So let this prepare you for that time moving forward. And everything is all good, man. Everything is all good. Glory to glory. There's lessons in everything. Calculate position size in the NASDAQ. Yeah, there's see, look at NQ. See, no bottom wick. Bye-bye. There's your bottom wick. Yeah, so basically one contract on NQ equals $20. So you can do the math pretty much through that.
Imagine someone being impatient for NQ bottom wick and taking it anyway, and then boom.
Yeah. Gold,
wow.
Gold ain't looking that bad here.
For real?
Yeah, I think I might be interested if you get a closure above like 64. That should get things going, but to take advantage of like this hour candle here still, but if not, we just wait for what we're looking for.
Looking solid. This seems 8 minutes, 7 minutes. We got this 15 closure. Now we broke the high, so now we definitely activate the buyers right
Yeah,
there.
we did. Yep. Made a bottom wick, broke the high.
Now they're definitely in.
They're in. They're in.
Yeah, they didn't see the webinar this weekend, so now they're in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Really, really good webinar.
Fire.
Clubhouse. We're doing 20 50K Challenger evaluation account giveaways. So we're giving away 20 50Ks. I'm excited about it.
Wait,
I'm
today?
excited. I think we're going to do it on tomorrow's Friday, right? So I think we're going to do it on Friday.
Oh.
I got to get with Norbin. By the way, shout out to Norbin. What a gentleman. What a kind man. Because he's the one that came to me and said, hey, I just really want to give to the community. I want to give back. The Clubhouse has been incredible. The community has sharpened me. I want to give back to, you know, my friends in there. So I said, perfect, man. Let's do it. And if he's going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know, if he's going to do 10, I'll do 10. So we're going to give away 20. And, yeah, we're going to probably do it tomorrow. I also did talk to Top One Futures about doing some more giveaways on the live stream. So I think we're going to start some more giveaways as well here on the live stream and see if we can help some people out.
Don't be lit.
Yeah. We've given away like a couple $1 million in challenge accounts over the months. So especially last year. Last year we did it big. Yo, last year we did it a little too big, not gonna lie.
It's just 30 accounts in like one.
They're like, all right, man, you got like 12 accounts a week. I'm like, all right, cool. 2 days a week I gave 12 accounts out. I'm like, I'll let TK deal with that. Yeah, big Norbin. W for Norbin, man. What a kind-hearted man. That's what's up. Willing to take his own money from his own payouts. Amazing. So yeah, so the news came out. It did come out bearish on gold, so I don't know why gold's moving up. Like I said, I haven't really been buying the news too much because nothing can stop the bullish move on gold. Nothing. He'll get it right back. Yes, sir. See, Norbin's starting to understand how energy works and frequency works. He'll get it right back. Tomorrow's your birthday? Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Little 50K for the B-Day. Yeah, we're gonna start doing some giveaway accounts on the live stream here too. We're specifically doing this one in the clubhouse because Norbin wanted to dedicate it to the clubhouse. Happy birthday, though. Happy birthday. A lot of birthdays in May. Yeah, a lot of birthdays. Yeah, look at NQ, man. Straight down to that support. Vicious. Violent. Violent. B-Day. It could be hard sometimes to see the bigger picture. Yeah, you know, it can. You got to really, and that's why we talk about crystallizing it. You know, because when you don't know where you're going, you stall. Right? But when you know where you're going, you move. So a lot of times, that could be results too. Like a lot of times, if you don't know where you're going, your results are going to stall. But when you know where you're going, your results begin to move. Like if my wife was like pregnant and they said, hey, she's having the baby, she's at this hospital, and the baby's going to be here in no less than 15 minutes. Am I going to stall? Absolutely not, right? Because I know exactly where I'm going, why I'm going, and I'm in a rush to get there. But if it's something vague and it's just like something random, I'm not going to be in a rush. You know, I'm going to probably be stalling. I'm going to say, hey, I'll be there at 7:30 and I'll be there at like 7:45, you know, like, so you really need to know. It makes that much of a difference, honestly, whether or not you know where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, you're just trading and you haven't figured that out now, I would probably, before you place another trade, start to figure out, why the hell am I even doing this thing? Why do I want to trade? Why do I even want to be here? Why am I showing up here like a crazy person every single day? What am I trying to get out of this? because you will speed yourself up. You will speed your process up when you know exactly where you're going and you're in a hurry to get there. That's where you start to develop that aggressive patience, and every decision you make gets you closer and closer to that vision of where you want to be. All right, we'll see Goldie. It would be perfect to pull back right here. You see how we're coming into this zone here? So it would be perfect to get a pullback there, and then you got all that range here.
Perfect, man. Same.
Did I forget to pray before starting? Never, brother, never. I prayed 9 times today already. I prayed when I woke up, prayed when I got in the car, prayed before I did my Bible study, prayed after I did my Bible study, prayed during my Bible study, prayed before I got on the stream, prayed when I got on the stream. You want to pray again? A lot of power in prayer, man. How many steps you getting, Magnus, a day? How many steps you getting a day, Magnus? 10K?
Probably more.
Yeah, something
Minimum
light.
like
Something light.
15, I think. Yeah, 12, 15.
He eats a lot of pasta, so he has to burn it all off. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, man. No pasta for me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, past third, yes. But past that, I don't know.
Just one account on the live? No, I'm sure we'll do a bunch. I'm sure I'll get in trouble with how many I do, but I don't care. You get an account, and you get an account. I might get yelled at, but I'm a grown man, so you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. Clubhouse, how we feeling? Is there an activation fee? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Pretty much on most funding companies there are. And if you don't pay for it on the back end, you pay for it on the front end. You know, if you notice like any prop firms that have a smaller fee, so like let's say a what $100 fee or whatever for 100K, you're gonna get the 150 on the back end, right? If you don't have any activation fee, you're gonna pay 250 on the front end. So you pay the same regardless, no matter what. So they'd be like, 250, but no activation fee, right? And these guys be like, it's only $100, you know. So they all got their little sales and pitches and pros and cons and whatnot. But pretty much, no matter what company you're with, I mean, there's a level playing field, right? They're trying to they're trying to make it as difficult in a way as possible for you to get paid. So you got to figure out, strategize, and make it happen. Any trades today? Nope, I haven't taken any trades today. This is my first trade back here.
I love what you said too, Nick, because it's the way people think about prop firms and think about these challenges and all of that stuff. You know, it's a little different from trading personal stuff and too. So I love that you said that winning is actually real here, but the losing is not, because the losing is only the thing you paid for the account and stuff. But when we win, it's the actual amount you make. So if you lose 1,500 on the trade and you don't lose the account, you haven't lost anything. Like
exactly.
But if you get 1,500, let's say, you actually win 1,500. True.
Very true. Let me explain that a little bit better, right? So like if let's say you you get a funded account and you pay, let's just say it's a I don't know, let's say it's a 50K account, right? So you pay your 50, you pass it, you pay your 150. So now you're in at 250, right? So now moving forward, the worst thing that could happen is you blow this 250. So let's say when you lose a trade, right? So yesterday I won a trade on my funded account and I made $1,000, right? So I made $1,000. Let's say you didn't even pass the account yet. Let's just say, for instance, let me give you an example of my scenario yesterday, right? So I have a funded account, right, which is funded already, and I made $1,000 on that account. So that's real because I can actually withdraw this within 2 or 3 days, right? But also yesterday I had a evaluation account, which is a combine. So with that account, I lost $2,200. But did I really? Or is that just fugazi, right? It's not real. So really, if you, let's just say you actually blow an account. So someone asked me yesterday or the day before, they said, hey, how much are you risking to make, like, to pass these accounts? Like, how much money are you risking? I said $89. I'm basically risking $89 per trade, because that's how much a top 100K account cost me. So I'm not losing $2,200. I'm losing $89. Right? Worst case, if I blew the account. But let's say once you get it to a live and your winners are actually real, your losers are not, because I can win 1,000 here, right, on my funded account today. I could also lose 1,000. Which one was real? Only the one that you're able to actually take out, because this 1,000, this isn't $1,000. God forbid I blew the whole account. At the end of the day, it's only costing me $250. So I blew 250, not 1,000. This is the only real number when it comes to risk. That's it. When it comes to risk, this is the highest amount you will actually risk or lose. This is real. The other stuff, fugazi, it's a woozy, it's a wazi, right? This is the real number. So the winners can actually do something in your life where you can withdraw them. The losers are fake. They're fake in a way. Right? Now, if you start blowing 10, 15, 20, 30 accounts, it's going to add up. But I'm assuming, the people listening to this understand how trading works and what trading is, and you're not going to do stupid stuff, right? So just keep that in mind, because look, a lot of people will blow their accounts, and I say this all the time, but they'll associate the value to themselves, and they'll think that they're a loser and that they lost all this money and they can never get it together. It's like, dude, calm down. You lost $89 on a trade, right? So personally, for me, anytime I use my personal capital to trade, some of you guys watched me trade my own live capital last year, right? I was risking how much? I was risking about $1,000 per trade. $1,000 of my own money. And I would win trades and lose trades, right? But I was risking 1,000 to pretty much win 1,000. Here, I'm risking, let's say, 250 to win 1,000 on almost every trade. So it's a bit of a different mindset shift, a little bit of a different thought process. But I mean, this is what it is. I mean, this is the reality of what we're doing here. So just because you lose $2,000 or $1,000 on your funded demo account doesn't mean that you should get all emotional, and get all upset and that you can never come back from that. It's like, do you have another $89? All right, we'll go let it rip again, So I'd rather lose $89 per trade. And then, by the way, you can call this whatever you want. You can call it a blown account. You can call it full margin. You can call it full risk. Whatever you want to call it, the only way I see it is $89. $89. So that's the way I look at it. And I used to risk, like I said, $1,000 per trade on my live account. Now I'm risking the account, or I'm risking the full thing, but at the end of the day, I'm only risking $89. All right, does that make sense? $89 a trade.
Makes a lot of sense.
This will help you in terms of getting paid, because now you won't see it as such a big mountain anymore, which the prop firms want you to see it as a mountain that cannot be climbed, right? Like, oh my God, this is going to be insane. And a lot of people think, I've got $100,000, and they start fumbling the bag. It's like, no, you don't. You bought a little bit of drawdown with $89. Let's go see what you can make happen. That's it. So
What a mindset shifts.
Keep it G. You know what I mean? Don't be all gangster on the combine and the evaluation, and then start quaking on the real one, man. Keep it a buck and keep going at it. Keep executing on what you were, because a lot of people, they do really well in their combine, they do really well on the evaluation, and then they get to the funded stage and they can't do anything with it. So, and I think it's just because they feel like they've stepped into another, like a big high level, but it's really not, bro. It's like it's $89 plus an activation fee, and let's see if you can get paid. That's your shot. So yeah, I go full margin all the time. I wouldn't say I mean, I basically go. I risk 10 lots on combine and evaluations. I risk 10 lots on
me too.
good trades. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now look, if $89 is going to be a lot for you and you just don't have that yet in life, then I would say don't do that, you know, or I would say go get your finances up to gets to a point where maybe you can have some expendable investment money, right? Because that's what this is. It's an investment. You're basically buying a bet in a way, betting on yourself for $89. You can go, or $100, $250 that you can go perform and make something big happen. What would happen if I stick to your YouTube live for the whole year without being... you would probably learn a lot. I'm very confident that you would learn a lot. Would you get the same results as me? 100% no. You can never get the same results as me. You can never get the same results as any trader for that matter. But I know you will pick a lot up. I know you'll grow spiritually, emotionally, probably in your physical fitness. I'm sure you'll have a better mindset. You'll create more wealth, more of a wealth mentality. You'll probably believe in yourself. You'll probably love people more. And you'll probably become a better trader if you do that for a year. Yeah. You might just start praying. You might just start doing the hooky dookie prayer thing. You might become a better husband, a better father, a better son, a better friend, a better leader, a better entrepreneur. What else? Do we stream every day? Yeah, we stream every day. Monday through Friday. Not Saturday and Sunday.
What's up, Levy? What's up, man? Yo,
Oh,
this
man.
is so true. Future lore says, can't tell you how many forex prop firms I took past phase 1 and blew it on phase 2. It's all about mentality. I was overthinking, being eager, you know, all of that. And we really fall into that because of belief level, you said too, Nick. Because the only thing that changed here in the clubhouse too was belief level. You did it like as a leader, passed accounts in like 1 trade, 2 trades, and you showed us the way, and we simply just followed. So nothing changed. Like, we took the same trades, we did everything the same way. But when you as a leader stepped in and like showed us the path, we did the same. And the only thing that changed was belief level.
That's it. Belief.
Yeah.
I basically told you how to believe, showed you why, and then went and did it so you can get inspired to do it, you know. And everyone,
Exactly.
sometimes the leader, and by the way, you're all leaders. You're all leading your own group and your own families and your own communities and spheres of influence. But sometimes the leader just got to step up. You know, if we want to get moving, the leader, it's up to the leader to get going, you know. So it was my job and my duty to get out here and pass accounts and get funded and get paid out. And notice how once that happened, the train just kept on trucking, right? All of a sudden, payout after payout, combine pass. You know, over the last 2 weeks, we're running into a little bit of a slump here, but that's just how the game goes. You know what I mean? We'll get right back to the money as price action smoothens out. And the cool part about it is we haven't done anything wrong, right? For the most part, we have stuck to what we do, what works, what makes us the money, and it just hasn't clicked in this consolidating market right now. But it will blow through, and the price action will clean up again, just like it always does.
Exactly. Yeah, we will be in hot periods like again. So
Yeah.
just wait for hot markets. It's coming. It's coming real soon, and we gotta be ready.
I just like that our system typically produces like 10 good hot months. Like 10 good, very, very clean trading, clean price action months. And then, you know, sometimes you can have rocky price action here and there for a month or two. I traded a couple years with no luck. Took 2 years off. Now I'm back. Awesome, man. Awesome. Connor the Great. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Stick around, brother. Stick around. If you truly want to make this happen and you really know why you want to do it, then there's no doubt you can get it done. You just need to be consistent. You need a good roadmap, and you just got to develop that probability mindset with a belief in yourself, and it's over. No one could take it away from you. No one could take that greatness away from you, man. Connor the Great. Once you've achieved the goal, keep setting new ones. Keep setting new ones. It's funny, Scott C messages me a lot, and we have a great mentor-mentee relationship. And he messaged me, say, you know, what were you thinking? I just got a new car and stuff, and there was a picture. He said, what were you thinking in that moment? Like, you probably visualized it for so long, like just getting into the car. What were you thinking about? Were you thinking about the car? Like, what was going on? I said, nah, I was thinking about the new Porsche GT3 that I want to get next. He said, yo, you're crazy, bro. And it's so true. It's so true. You know, because I've already had that car for many months in the spiritual realm. That by the time I got it, I was almost ready for the new one now, right? So you always got to be dreaming. You always got to set goals and then set the next goal. And it's not like you're not content, right? I'm very content. I'm very grateful. I'm super happy. But you got to keep moving. You know, it doesn't matter. You got to keep moving to the next goal. My mentor would say, Nick, you got to live your life peak to peak. You peak, you P-E-E-K at the next P-E-A-K. And that's how you live your life. Goal by goal by goal. Glory to glory. It's an amazing way.
Wow. You P-E-E-K at the next P-E-A-K.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. And you go from
Right
one
there.
goal to another. Because if you ain't moving forward,
Wow.
you're moving backwards.
Yeah, there is no like standing still. It's either up or down. It's
Yeah.
either success or losing. So yeah.
Yep. Well, this is good. We got gold slowing up a little bit. We got this a little bit of a range here. If we can kind of range and come back up for the next batch of volume here at like 9:15, 9:30, then this is going to be awesome. I was hoping we could have got this candle to close bearish and then the next one above, but we'll have to wait for this candle here. Count it all joy, my friends. Count it all joy. Glory to glory. That's what I say about all the struggles. You know, I may seem like I come here every day with a great attitude, and I do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not human, that I don't have, you know, the same experiences you all have, but it's the perspective that we keep it. You know, we keep a true glory to glory perspective. You know, we count it all joy because we know that everything works for us in our family, and we understand that, you know, there's always some sort of lesson in whatever situation you're going through, positive or negative. Yes, when you reach your P-E-A-K, you P-E-E-K towards the next P-E-A-K. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Appreciate that, Equity. Appreciate that. I learned from incredible leaders, I promise you. I learned from legends, and I still do. I was on a call last night with my mentor, and he just had me so fired up. Man, so fired up. Just, yeah, it wasn't just me and him. It was a group on a call, and it was just fantastic. Just not complacent. Yeah, you can't get, yeah, exactly. You gotta understand what bracket you're in, learning stage or earning stage. Rushing the learning stage and focusing on making money, yup, it will hinder your progress. It really will. It really will. It's amazing how it works. Like, everything's so counterintuitive in trading. You would think that if you rush, you'll get there quicker. You think if you trade, you'll get there quicker. And a lot of times that actually stunts our growth or hinders our progress, like Isam said, you know. So a lot of times, like Mr. V would always say, like, Nick, just slow down real quick, man. Slow down to speed up, right? Get things in order, get it right, and then keep moving. So, yeah. Who's my mentor? He's a gentleman named Mr. V. I'm not going to really share like all his information publicly, but he's been a absolute asset to my life, a blessing to my life. I thank God every day for putting him in front of me in my early 20s and teaching me the game. You know, he really taught me the game. Spent the whole decade of my 20s with him for the most part, and just made the world of a difference. Did we trade during Asian and London sessions? Today we did not. No. We haven't traded since last New York session's debacle here, so we're getting back to it now. Johnny Gems, hello in the yellow. Okay, you shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. Doot, doot, doot. There he is.
What's
Mr.
up,
Gems. Yellow.
How
Nice
you doing,
shirt.
sir?
Nice shirt.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
What's that, Converse?
Yeah.
I know a Converse shirt when I see one.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
How you
How
feeling?
you
Good?
doing?
Excellent, brother.
Feeling
You?
amazing. Yes, sir. Feeling blessed and highly favored.
Same.
Grateful for a new day.
Yay. What up, YOLO Trader?
What's up, chat? How we feeling? What's up, YOLO Trader?
Do I currently mentor? Yes, sir. Right here, brother. Right here, man. Mentorship every day. 8 a.m. to 10:30, 11 a.m. Yeah, I got y'all, man. Whatever you guys want to ask, I got you guys. Try and help you out in any way I can. Whether it's trading, whether it's life, just holler. The chat's live, baby. It's hot. It's hot.
Chat's open.
The chat's hot.
What's the daily gem today? Oh, you know it. Future lore. It's another session. Be patient, disciplined to the trading plan.
Sir.
That's the vibe.
That's the only thing we have to do.
Let's get it.
That's legit the only thing we have to do here today.
That's it. That's all that's required of you today, chat.
We drew something up in the morning breakdown, and now we just wait for it.
Yep.
So simple.
You guys see my face, you already know the vibes, right? Let's get it.
Yeah, so what I'm waiting for here is probably just something like this, closure, and then a new closure back above, and then I think we're ready to rumble here. Yeah, that would lead us right into 9:30. Something like that.
What's up, Mr. Gems?
Magnus, what's poppin', bro?
What's up?
How you doing?
How you done?
What's up, my man? Feeling good?
Yes, sir. Good pre-New York session, man.
Love you, yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
Basically just as always.
Yeah. Just like London session, simple, patient day, patient session, no trades.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yes, sir.
London. Last London tonight, right? Of the week?
Mm-hmm.
Last London
Yeah.
session of the week tonight.
Yeah.
I'm in profit in a trade and I close early, and in loss I tend to hold longer. I always regret that I close early. Yeah, so it all comes down to really planning your trade out. So remember earlier how like I already have this whole trade planned out in my mind on what I'm going to do if I enter the position, right? So if I get what I'm looking for and I enter a buy above here, I already know that what the setup's going to look like. I already know how much range I have, and I know where I'm going to close partials. You know, probably somewhere right around these levels here is where I'm going to close like the bulk of my position. So I think that's probably something that you have to do, is you have to start planning your trade and then just simply trading the plan, because you may be doing really well. Like you may be taking beautiful trades and just closing out here and thinking, well, I could have got all that, but sometimes that's not the case. You know, price action is going to fluctuate, hit certain levels, come back down, do little retracements, come back up, back down, right? So what is the trade that you're looking for, right? What are you after? You have to understand that. And then also with the stop loss, just knowing where's my stop going to be, what's the most logical point, and then just get used to planning the trade, trading the plan. And when you say, hey, I'm closing here because this is my first TP, and you, or whatever, this is my TP, If you close here and price continues running, you have to understand from here to here, none of this is your move. None of that. That's not yours. That's a move, yes. That's definitely a move. But the move, that's not the move you planned, right? Your move that you planned was buys in the break of the highs, close right here because we run into all this chop. You don't want to lose your profits. So I think if you start closing like early before you get to, let's say, your actual first TP point, then, you know, maybe work on holding a little longer. But I mean, if you're just trading the or planning the trade in front of you, and you close your partials at that, or close your trade at that yellow line, and then price moves, I wouldn't really feel bad about that. Yeah, it's just like if you're like 3 pips in profit and you close just because you're like, I don't want any of those profits to go away, that's where could be an issue. So it just depends on what you're doing. If you're doing example A, where you're just like closing at certain areas and price is running and it's upsetting you, I would say don't let that upset you. Those other pips aren't your move, right? But if you're doing example B, where it's like you find a trade, you plan it, but then it goes like 4 or 5 pips in profit and you're just scared to lose the profit, so you're closing because of that reason, then that's where I would say you gotta work on that. So it just depends on where you're at and kind of which one is the case in your life. And by the remember, failure, you're not failing. You're a man or woman in training. I want you to switch your perspective on failure, or what the world deems failure or says failure is. There is no failure. There's no failure. There's not. Like, life is a classroom, gang. A classroom, right? All you are is a man or a woman in training. That's it. So don't get all caught up in your mishaps and your shortcomings or whatnot. Learn from them. Just learn from them.
Yeah. Yeah, failure is only real if you think it's real.
Yeah.
And people be thinking failure be permanent. And it's only temporary. It's only a season. It's there to give you an equal seed of success. You know, it's there to give you a lesson within that failure. So it's temporary, and it's actually going to help you, because success is right on the other side of failure. You know, failure is a virtue of success. So it's something you have to go through. But people want to look at it as it's permanent and not temporary, and they never get through it. You know, they never get to the other side of it.
Exactly, man. The famous quote, every adversity brings with it the seed of an equivalent or even greater benefit.
Yeah. And by the way, like,
that's it.
judging whether or not you failed or succeeded really comes down to the deathbed, right? Because at that point, now you can say, hey, did I do what I was called to do? Or are you going to live in regret during that time? You know, and that's why we always say, like, you pay the price now or you pay it later. So you either pay the price now and live the life that you were called to live, or you try and take the easy route now, and later in life you think, man, I could have done much more. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. I want you guys, and I know we don't know each other and we're from all over the world, but I don't want you to feel like that, you know, at the end of your life. I want you to feel like you stepped into what you were called to do. You took the risk. You didn't let other people's opinions call you away from what God had called you to do, and you lived a abundant life. You know, that's what I want you to say when your time comes, right? So keep that in mind. You know, it's a bigger picture here. So the little failure in front of your face, it don't really mean that much in the grand scheme of things.
Facts.
Yep, it's not a failure, it's just the way it didn't work. That's true. Why do we wait for a bearish candle? It would be nice to get a bearish candle, because look how like we've been moving up here. So we've been moving up. It would be nice to get a little bit of a bearish candle to create support. So if we can get support, you know, that would be perfect. That would be perfect, because otherwise our nearest support now is down here. And down here is 190 pips away from a potential entry. So I really personally don't like taking entries 190 pips away from support, because I know that most of the power in these moves are going to come off of a support, or in a bearish situation off of a resistance. So that's the main reason that we're looking for that red candle, is just to secure our support, and then we can continue moving back up.
Yeah, I held off too on those 30-minute breakouts at 8:30.
Yeah.
Held off on that as well. A little overextended. Did we end up re-breaking the low after breaking the high?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
we did. It
looks like we did, right? All right,
Yep.
cool. Avoid a loss there.
Yeah. And NQ still down. Let's see the 4 hour. Will the 4 hour move bullish? 45 minutes left in it. Not looking like it. So the 15 gave us a little support, but nothing here on the 30 at all. We got 915 coming. So if 915 can do us the beautiful honor of doing something like this, coming down, wicking down into that zone, kind of similar to like this, and then kind of closing bullish or bearish, that would be perfect for 930. I'll have a buy stop right there. Yeah. We're creeping. Here comes 915 now. So here's the 915 candle. Let's see if we can get somewhat of a, like a bearish candle here. Something like this to stay above the range. And then we got a 15-minute celery play at 930, and that would be worth me taking buys.
So,
15 support. Yeah, there was a little 15 support there. Yep. Boom. Yeah, we look clean here though. See how we kind of bounced on this area a little bit and then took off? So I want to see if we can kind of do that on the 15 here. When would I enter on the 15? During like times like now. So we have high volume coming in at 9:15, 9:30, 8:15. I would say we have high volume coming in at like 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. Those are the main times I look to execute on the 15, because I know that this 30-minute candle here, this is 9 to 9:30. So typically this candle isn't going to be the big dog, right? It's not going to be the one that actually makes the bigger move. It's going to be the next one, which is at 9:30, which is the NY Open, right? So that's when I'm going to go down to the 15, because if I wait on the, let's say I don't get exactly what I'm looking for on this 30 closure, if I wait for the next 30 closure, it's going to be gone, right? Because we got a lot of volume coming in. So that's where I go down here and I see, hey, can we get a little bit of price action? Like I didn't do it here because there wasn't volume at that time. Like I don't even like taking 8:45 and 9 a.m. trades for the most part. But 9:15, 9:30 is where I really like to step in. So now that the volume's here, if you get something like this, that's where I would start to take advantage of it. So basically any time around volume times.
4 hour high just got broken as well.
Yeah, 4 hour breaking highs here too. So that's pretty interesting. Remember, my vision for this 4 hour candle is something like this today, especially if we start breaking the high now, you know, something that kind of pops like that. And we get this fake out here on the 4 hour.
definitely agree. Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. If we can get a fake out here, oh man. That'd be
Oh
lovely.
man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That is true, Yogi. Yogi said a lot of time when we fail, it's really just a test, right? On how bad do you really want it, right? It's like, will you pass this test here?
Nice.
And that's why I say, you know, this stuff is like a
Nice.
classroom. Like, you are literally in training. You're in training, and you will be forever.
So true.
Johnny, the yellow's looking good on you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Hey, you pulling up to the podcast today?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're lit.
I'm down. You said like 2, right? 3?
Yeah, we'll probably leave at like 2-ish.
Alright, bet.
Charts for stream? Yeah, let's take a look. All right, let's take a look while we wait. We got like 9 minutes here. So let's see. Let's see what AJ's always got some great stuff popping up here. So let's take a look at this. Question, 30-minute looks overextended, but if we look at the 15-minute chart, it has recent support and looks clean in this scenario. Would you execute the trade based on the 15 setup, or would you still wait for a fresh recent support to form on the 30-minute time frame? Perfect. So in this case, again, this is where the time comes into play. So if
Great
this
question.
is 9:30, I am executing right off this 15-minute candle. So, and that's exactly what I'd like to see here, like a little red candle. But if it's 9:30, if it's any sort of high volume time, any sort of session open, whether it be London, Asian, New York, new NYSE open, London close, like any of those times, I'm going to enter off of this, right? This scenario here, because look what I'm saying, or look what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a support formed, right? I'm also seeing a breakout here, and I'm assuming that obviously the 4-hour time frame is bullish, right? Let's just all consider the 4-hour time frame being bullish here. That's where I'm going to execute on that trade. That's perfect. We went over this in the webinar, but you see how it's all bunched up towards the top of the range here? All the candles are bunching up there, creating support. This is the perfect breakout. Anytime you see it all bunched up like this, where the support is down here, that's the perfect breakout you're looking for. If this isn't there, and all you have is like, let's say that red candle isn't there, and you just been moving up, that's not your ideal setup. I'm sorry. You know, this is one where I would say we could still execute, but you got to probably lower size on this one, because your nearest support is way down here. We've already moved bullish, you know, to go even further. That's where you might want to size down a little bit, because we might not make it all the way up there, right? So, yeah, and then if we don't have volume, then at this point, if we're looking at this scenario here, and let's just say it's just a random time throughout the day or throughout the session, then that's where I'll probably wait for something that does maybe something like this, right? And then just kind of pulls back for us a little bit. It doesn't have to be a major pullback, right? It could just be something like that, and then a bullish closure, and then again, now you're buying off support again. This is a break, retest, and then you should move up from there. So yeah, so that's what I would be doing in that situation. Great question. Thanks for drawing this up and making it easy to understand as well. All right, scenario 2 here. Let's just take a look at price. Perfect. We have 4-hour time frame is bullish. We have 1:30 overextended breakout. 2, where's 2? The recent support was too far. Yep. 3, 30-minute pack runner. This candle breaks the previous 4-hour highs at NYSE open. Question is, what would you take this overextended breakout at that in this scenario? So I think you said the 4-hour. So we got a 30-minute pack runner. A lot of times over here too, if you can find the previous 4-hour high or the current one, and let's say it's right here, I think that's a good time to take that. Especially if you break the lows here, do the pack, that always adds a little extra confirmation to the trade. And I think that this one will have a higher probability of winning over losing, especially if the 4-hour looks like that. Now, if the 4-hour don't look like that, then we got a different scenario on our hands. So as long as the 4-hour looks like that, we have the pack runner. These are multiple reasons why, you know, we already have a breakout. This also tells me that the 1-hour or 30-minute has also closed above, and it looks like this. It's just one candle with a bottom wick on it already. So yeah, another great question. Let's see, I think there was one more, right? How we doing here? How we doing?
Great questions.
Those are mad good.
Yeah. Okay, so this is 30-minute, looks overextended, but if we look at the 1-hour chart, it has a recent support and looks clean. Okay. In this scenario, would you execute the trade based off the 1-hour breakout, or would you still wait for a fresh support on the 30-minute time frame? I think in this one, I would look to enter off the 1-hour. Now, here's the deal, the range. So the question is this a 25 pip range, right? Or is this a 55 pip range, right? Because now we know that the 1-hour low, we're going to need a steep one. And then we need to know how big that range is. So if this is a 25 pip range, I'll take the buy right here. But if it's 55 pips, meaning that the bottom of the range, aka the support that we're trying to take a buy off of, is like 60 pips away, that's when I may wait for like a celery play here, something like that. And by the way, without even consciously planning this is how most of our celery plays tend to work out. They're like 30-minute breakouts, 1-hour break, 30-minute celeries, 1-hour breakouts, and 15-minute onions. So this red candle creates a 15-minute onion in a way, right? It comes down, boom, creates support down here on the 15, and then starts coming back up. And now when the new 30-minute candle opens up, that's the onion play working out. It's also a 30-minute celery and a 1-hour breakout. So typically during those times, you'll see the dominoes fall like just like that, where everything will kind of fall together price action wise to make sense of it. But again, looking back at our celery plays from 2 years ago, we actually had a buy stop here, but we would delete it because it was taking too long, you know, to make this lower wick. And then we would say, hey, there's 5 minutes left. Why don't we just pay attention to this candle, and we'll see if this one remains above the zone, then we'll re-add the buy stop with a 30-minute celery and then the 1-hour breakout. Does that make sense? Great questions. Seriously. Oh yeah, Goldie. Look at that. We broke the highs in the 15, activated all the buyers there. Those were good questions. Sorry if I went through that quick. Does anyone have questions on those questions? Gold right now, yeah, gold, we just want to see a little pullback, that's all. We got 930 coming in here, so we'll see what we get. But we've been moving up for a bit here, 180 pips, I think I said before. So we're starting to reject this zone over here to the left, this guy right here. So we'll see what we do. Still pretty bullish. I mean, we just broke the 4-hour highs there. So I'm pretty bullish still. I think nice.
Pulling back.
What about a nice 30 pack runner here? That would be awesome, where we kind of pop up, break the highs, break the lows, and then come back up and fill the wick, and continue up.
You know what that would do too? That would activate the sellers off of the 15 because they see a resistance now.
Yep. Boom.
Look at the 15. Yeah.
Something like that would be great.
Perfect. Look at the 15 too, man. That would make absolute sense.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as we close above. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we got to stay above here. As long as we can stay above here, I think we're good. News coming in at 10. Holy big bags.
Some good news too.
Break the lows on that inverse celery, then buys. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yo, for real, Xander. For real. Yeah. Yeah, we've just seen it too many times. We've watched these things happen. Keep in mind, we've been showing up to this chart every day since 2020. like how many weekdays have I not been on the chart since 2020? I would say a handful,
Right.
Max.
Seriously.
Maybe 5. Maybe. When I was traveling or something. But even then, I was still trading, still looking at the charts.
Yeah, I remember you were in Miami. You took trades on your phone.
Yeah. Hey, I had to hit the Miami, $900 winner from the hotel bed. You know what I mean? What kind of guru would I be if I didn't hit you with that picture on Instagram?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Facts. You were laying in
That's
the bed, so there's a pit at 9:30 trade.
That's the time when you want to trade the most, bro, when you're traveling, you know?
Hit him with the famous guru caption. Gold paid for my Miami trip. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? All right, man. These are looking good. I want to see a lower wick. If we could break the low, that'd be fantastic here.
Phenomenal.
And then we'll see what we got.
If gold, you got.
I'm gonna need a lower wick. Gonna need a lower wick. You guys hate when I say that, I bet. At this point, over the last 2 weeks, you probably cringe when I say, just gotta wait for a lower wick. Just gotta wait for a retest. Just gotta wait for a pullback. Those are probably, you guys probably hate me saying those words. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna have a buy stop here on Goldie. We have, everything looks clean. It's 9:30. We got volume coming in. I would like to see a bit of a steeper bottom wick, but if we can't get that, it's okay. I'll have to enter on the previous candle highs here. So we'll see. So the plan here is close partials right here. Stop loss is going to be previous candle lows down here back in the range. Only 92 pips, something light. Or you can use current candle. You can use current candle as well if you like. If we break the high, we should be good. Stop loss. So the trade for me is probably going to look something like this. Probably something like this. Partials at that gray line there, and then probably TP somewhere up here. Yeah, probably somewhere right along these levels. Yeah, maybe we can get higher if we get this big push at 10. So I'll probably leave a runner in there, but yeah, that's pretty much the way my trade's going to look here. Yeah, we got a pretty big stop, so. Clean range too coming up, especially towards like 33.80 here. Pretty clean range, so. I do think we are overextended, yes. That's why I'm only going 3 lots here. I think we're overextended on the 1 hour. I think the 15 and stuff has given us some decent market structure. We're continuing to pop off of these smaller candles on the 15. You see that support? Popped. Little support, popped. Little support. Can we get a pop on it? So that's kind of the idea here. Yeah, just extremely bullish as well. Yep. Boom. The resistance that I have is over here more so. So we closed, it was basically off the 30 minute. this right here. So that's kind of what I'm going off of here. Yeah. Doop, 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 doop. All right, let's see what we can do here. Gold is bullish. Yeah, gold is bullish. Yeah. 500K is enough to start prop firm the business. To start a prop firm, you don't even need that much.
You just need yourself.
No, to start a funding company.
Yeah, you just need yourself now.
I mean, yeah, you probably do need that. You're gonna need about 500,000 to $1 million in reserve capital, just so you can make sure you're paying people out, running your business properly, and all that.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna probably be like my frozen funds.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Start freezing up real quick.
Yeah.
That is true, actually.
Wait, Nick, you need 1 or 2 trades in that account?
Which one, bro?
That one you're in with right
This
now? You need
one,
1 trade, or?
you just need 1 trade. Yeah. But I'm not gonna risk so heavy on this one because it's not the ideal one I'd like to see. But yeah, so that's why I didn't go like 10 lots here.
Okay, yeah.
For the celery, do you want the new current candle to break the previous lows? No, not necessarily. You don't have to. You don't even really need a bottom wick on most celery plays. It's just, it's nice to have it when you can get it. Yeah, but if it's like a 15 or a 30-minute celery, then typically I won't wait for a big bottom wick. If it's a new 1-hour candle, 4-hour candle, that's a different story because you're most likely going to get wicks on those candles. So that's where I do like to wait. But if it's just a 15 or a 30 celery, then I'm pretty good with, letting it run with no wick. Will I re-enter again if I find like ideal situations? Of course. Definitely. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Yeah, celery, because a lot of times the celery play is going to come during a very, very high volume time. So a lot of times that new 15, if the 1 hour already has its lower wick, that new 15 is very rarely gonna want to come down to make a wick. It's just going to be ready to go off of the 1 hour candle that's already been established. Does that make sense? That wick on the 1 hour has already been in place. Therefore, it doesn't need one on the 15. My frozen funds. All right, let me get some water. I'll be right back, right?
Grab some water, bro. Nice, when break even, cool. Nice.
Young champs. All right, cool. I think it's time for break even. We got about 50 pips here. So I'll probably go BE on this trade and see if we can get it to run.
Yeah, I stayed out of this one. A little too overextended for me.
Little
too.
bit. Yeah, so I took all the risks. So we're going to play with House's money now. And we'll see if we can get this to move up. You got 45
So,
pips. Nice job.
Let's hope that 5 minute stays above there.
Hey, yo.
Oh, it's the 5 minute.
And that 5 minutes
That 5 might get me. It might get me.
That's stupid for
Go
you.
930. Go. Go. Keep me in for Trump. Keep us in for the Trump speech. Come on.
Mhm.
If you're in for the
When-
Trump speech, you're chilling.
When is that? Is that 10?
10, yeah.
I don't know why I feel like gold is gonna melt down for Trump's speech.
Could. Certainly could. Especially if he's bringing
yesterday.
good news to the dollar or whatever.
Yeah, which I'm sure he's gonna.
So what did we tap? We tapped, did we tap this area? No, not even. So yeah, there's no reason to close partials for me yet. But yeah, we'll see if we can get a push. I'm okay with break even here. It's totally fine. This was a good trade in terms of the 15 minute. So yeah, it would have been nice to get the entry. What time frame was that? Yeah, on the 30 here. We would have had a little bit more room here.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. I would have been.
Okay, 5. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Just-
No need.
Just wait on this 5.
No more
Dun, dun,
nonsense.
dun, 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 dun,
Time to
dun.
head up. You got a lot of food
Bro,
up
every
here.
time.
Jaws
Every
theme
single
song.
time.
Can we get a magnet? Can we get some sort of pip magnet up here?
Da-da, da-da.
You have
Maybe
a
I should
magnet.
leave the
Oh,
room
there's a
again.
lift.
Oh my god, brother, it's sitting on it. Oh,
All right, break even. Break even for me. If any of you guys got in here, I think you're probably gonna be chilling. But yeah, that's B
Yeah.
for me.
I feel like the market's just waiting for you to say, all right, I'm going break even, and start pulling back.
For real, now watch it.
Close 50. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean we did get 50 from the break of the high. 53ish. So if you're in from down here, I think you're chilling at break even. Dum, dum. Yeah, watch the 5 pop now.
Damn, it closed with no bottom wick.
Yeah, it did. By the way, you don't have to go break even if you don't want to, just because I did. You could always move stops to like the current candle now. So like somewhere right around there, you can keep your stops. We shouldn't break that low. If we're going to keep moving up here, we should not break the low. Yeah, you can move it to like current 15. Got it on the combine. Very nice. Very nice. What we got here? Some of y'all close profits. 1900 on the XFA. W. Let's go.
Hey,
Who's that? Rose? W Rose. WW.
nice Rose.
Little 19 hundo. I closed? No, I hit break even. Yeah, price hit break even. What did we hit? Anything? Let's take a look. Yeah, nah, look good. I needed I probably needed about another 30 or so to close partials. Yes, yes.
W Dominic.
W.
W Mylan. Let's get it. That's what I like to hear.
Great management. Yeah, I think that was good management. Yep. I mean, you never really want to be 50 plus pips in profit and then take a loss. That's just so annoying to me. You know what I mean? So I think this is a good BE point. And then if, let's say we do get a strong closure here, we could always enter on the next candle. You know, something like this. Fill that wick and then maybe the bigger move. But if you're sitting in a trade at 930 and you're 50 pips up, please don't go red on that trade.
Yeah, it could get tough. How's that 30-minute looking?
30 is, you know, overextended pretty much. What are the factors that we can use to like ignore the overextended? Just like a lower time frame.
15.
Yeah, you go down to a lower time frame and see like what's happening. So although there's no market structure here, look at the 5-minute. Look at all that market structure. Right? Look at the 15-minute. Notice how we're just, like I said earlier, we're bouncing off these small little bearish candles. So that's another thing that we look for to make it not overextended. I mean, we can't make it not overextended, right? But we can find price action market structure to give us a bit of an edge, you know what I mean, on when price can still continue ripping. Would love to see a pullback. Would love to. How come I didn't take the breakout at 7 a.m.? Because I was not home. Yeah, I wasn't home at 7.
I don't remember there being a breakout at 7 a.m.
I was out and about. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. That 1 hour. I don't even know if I would have taken this. The daily was bearish. The 4 hours
no,
bearish.
Super bearish. Super bearish.
So yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken it.
Me too.
We actually got the 30-minute to fake out, actually. Because I was looking for range 2 buys above there. And the 30-minute had a fake out.
Yeah, and I think we were below on the 30, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Look at this. NQ. Break the 4 hour lows there. 1 hour still open. 30 minutes still open. 15 closure. We kind of wicked into that support though. I think I like gold a little bit better.
I think I'm going to wait for the 4 hour to close. 15 minutes.
You gonna wait for Trump?
Yeah.
I want to wait for Trump too.
I want the 4 hour candle to close, more confirmation and information.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 1 hour is still a little weak. No bottom wick too. So yeah, I'll probably wait for that too. 30 minute not looking the best to go up anymore. Yeah. What's up, Dan? How are you, brother? Talk to me, man. It's always a pleasure to be trading with Dan. You know what I mean? Future lore getting to the bag here. What is this? 312. Nice. Congrats. I think I was up like 1,500 on that trade, maybe ish. So we had some money in the bank there, but.
Yo, chat, who's gonna get some steaks with me and Nick today?
Austin Silver.
Yeah, right.
Since we've taken a trade, do you now look for another opportunity? Yeah. So I think the next opportunity here is going to be at 10. So we have 15 minutes, 13 minutes left for this 30-minute closure and this 1 hour closure. So I want to see how that is. We also have a 4 hour candle closing as well. And if that 4 hour candle engulfs and closes pretty strong bullish, then there's a high chance that we'll make a lower wick here and then begin to move up as well. So that's kind of what I'm anticipating. I would love the closure to be above here, ideally, but I think if we're engulfing this candle from a price action standpoint, that we should pop there. Oh, saved your trade in the nick of time. No pun intended, in the nick of time. Yeah. Good stuff. It sounds like you're blessed and highly favored over there. Just eyeing the top 1 futures accounts. Yeah, if you guys are going to get top 1 accounts, those are the accounts that I've been trading on. Put in code word TTE at the checkout, so that way you could save like 55% off every account. And you can also get the anytime payout feature for free. So they're including that in the add-on, which is fire. Because I'm trying to get paid.
Fire. Let's go.
You live in Orlando? Oh, we're in Tampa. Pull up on me. Keep your eye on the food channel later. Okay, okay.
I like Orlando. I'm trying to go down there soon.
Up there.
I mean, up there. Sorry.
How does anytime payouts work? With top one, you can get them within 3 days. So normally you have to wait 14 days. So with the anytime payout, as long as you hit the consistency rule on those 3 days and don't go over it, you can take a payout. Yeah, in 3 days. And by the way, when you take a payout from top one, you get the payout like if you take it on Wednesday, you get paid on Wednesday. Like that's one thing you cannot talk about top one with is the money. Right? When they owe you money, they give you that money quickly. So that's probably one of their biggest pros and advantages of trading with them is that if you request a payout, you'll have the money typically in your Wise account or your bank account within a couple days. Within a couple minutes. Crazy. Top Step, I'll be waiting like 5 days for my payouts. It's crazy. It's crazy. The consistency, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, Top Step has a 50% on their combine. These guys don't have any on their combine. They just have it on their funded accounts, and it's really not that bad. Like, can someone tell me what 15% or 25% of 100,000 is? 25%. Wait, no, 25K. That's not. Hold on, that's not the right math. 25% consistency rule. So I think you can make like 1,400 ish on a 100K account, 1,500, something like that. So yeah, let's say you make like 1,500. So that's the most you can make in a day with like a 100K account. But if you times that by 3, right? So you could also get 3 accounts, which is what I'm doing. You times that by 3. What do you got there? You got 3. Like what is that? Like $4,500. So you can still make almost $5,000 in a day. And then in 3 days, you can get that money to hit your bank account. So I like that a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and pull that off here probably by next week. Gold entry on the 15 flip. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait on the 4-hour candle closure. You got 4 hour, 1 hour, 30, 15 closures all coming up in 8 minutes. Yeah. Do I like fishing? I don't really fish. I don't really fish at all. Maybe I will like it because I didn't think I would like golf, and I love golf. So maybe I will like fishing.
Maybe we should do some this summer.
I haven't gone fishing
fishing and shooting.
I haven't gone fishing for fish in years. I typically fish for men. Some of you guys like, wait, what? Whoa, what's he saying?
Yeah,
here?
word.
What's going on?
That's facts, Phil. We technically are fishing for pips right now. We're just chilling. Waiting for
hey, Jesus is watching. Calm down.
What?
I told chat, Jesus is watching. Calm down. Hey, I never pause when repeating something Jesus said, eh? Fishing is a test of patience. Look at y'all. Just playing. Now y'all just playing, Lord. Just playing. Yeah, I see y'all, man. I see you guys. Yeah, I bet fishing is a good patient builder. Striped bass. Oh, nice. A lot of people like fishing. Dun, dun. It is. Fishing tends to be a lot like trading. Literally just sitting around waiting for a bite. How we do on the NASDAQ? Did we move down or moving? Oh, no wick there. All right, what's Mr. Trump got in store for us here today?
What's up,
What
Trump?
if this a 4-pack?
Ooh,
Ooh.
imagine.
Could be. NQ bleeding off.
What up, James Bond? How are you, bro? What's good? What's good? Top 3 prop firms, in my opinion, probably top 1, Top Step, and FTMO. Those are just all ones that I've used. So there might be better ones, I just haven't used them. Trump's gonna make us 99 billion today.
Get it, Trump.
Hallelujah.
I'm set free.
W. We're going down. We're going down. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Do you have a code with Top One? Yeah, it's TTE. So just TTE, and that'll get you 55% off, plus the anytime payout stuff. Don't understand contracts, but just leave it at 1 for everything. There you go. Sugar, I'm sure, is rising. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are getting Top One accounts, just go to top1futures.com, and then any account that you want, so whether it's an instant funded or a valuation account, they're all 55% off with that code word TTE. Look at this 1 hour just back in the range here. Could Trump drive us down? Could they? Could they?
I think he could.
Definitely.
Honestly.
Let me phone Sam Capital real quick. See if he's got any news for us.
Yep. I think gold goes down here, chat. Don't sue me if I'm wrong. It's not financial advice.
But 4 closed bearish, so that's kind of no bullish.
Yeah.
But we closed
I
below
know,
range,
that's-
so
That's the tough thing. I just think Trump's gonna say something good about the dollar.
We're gonna have the best year ever. It's gonna be amazing. Your dollar is going up. Do I have an Instagram? Of course, man. It's 2025. Who doesn't have an Instagram, man? The personal brand is everything in life now. If you don't have a personal brand online, what are you doing? Yeah, I got one. I got one.
but it
I got it. I got it.
yo Dan, maybe not that kind of personal brand.
Yeah, not that. Yeah. My only fan is my wife, G. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's funny.
Putting the mortgage on these cells? Yeah, might as well.
Best of luck to you, Jason.
for real.
If I had a mortgage.
But yeah. Green.
Yeah. There's my Instagram. It's Nick Stewart. Yup, that's it. It's my first and last name.
All right, 1 minute and 30 seconds till we see the bleeders.
Does this actually pop my IG up? Oh wow, it does. I've actually never used that link before. But yeah, that's my IG. If you go scroll down, you'll see some very I seen Harish, I think it was. Yeah, I seen you, bro. Just there's a lot of educational content here. So if you scroll down a bit, you will see some of my older trades, some shorts that I've done on YouTube. You'll see guys like Luke Belmar. You'll see famous guys like C. Melly. You know what I mean? You see the whole Calvin from the funded guy here. Mr. Clay, who's going to be signing our checks. So go ahead and thank this man right here because he'll be signing our paychecks here moving forward. But these right here, yeah, all these videos I would highly recommend if you have time to scroll back and just breeze through them, you know, so that way you can get used to the setups, you can get used to the trades that we take, and just see that we've been doing this for a very long time. You know, we're not new to this. This is something we've been doing for a long time, and we know what we're doing. And if you go even further, I got some books for y'all. Yeah, look, these are my beginning days of trading. Yeah, come even further down, I got some really good book recommendations. If you scroll through here, I would expect the only book I didn't read was this one. The Expected Father. How many other dads have this book that never picked it up once? Anyone? All me right there. So yeah, you get a lot of good book recommendations here too. So check them out. Good trading content, good reading material. I think it'll serve you well. All right, 4-hour candle has closed. We have closed strong bullish. We have a big rejection on the 1 hour. 30-minute close here with very little to no like wick. The 15-minute finally giving us a pullback here. So let's see what we can do. We have support right here. Let's leave room for this 4-hour bottom wick, right? We don't want to just enter sells, 4-hour makes a bottom wick and then just pops back up there, right? So we got to leave ourselves some room so we don't get faked out. I think below that 4-hour support is pretty good. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, we should have some volume coming in.
Support's the best bet.
Yeah. Yep. Do the 99 billion, yeah. Do the Trump dance. 90 when I make 99 billion. I got 1 T in Stewart. I got 2 T's, man.
T's.
Please mimic Trump voice. Oh, you guys are great. I love y'all, man.
Here comes the bleeder.
John's in sells, full margin.
Nah, I'm not in sales. No bottom wick, no entry, chat. Come on.
Deal announced with the UK. Talk to us. Let me go. Let me see if Trump's speech is actually live.
Yeah, try to find that.
Sheesh, honestly, I might have a buy stop on this impulse entry here. If the 1 hour didn't look like that, I would love to have just a buy stop here, but I'll be a good trader here and wait for a 15-minute support. If we can get something exactly like we got to the left, that'll be perfect. Something like this. You get this candle to close bearish, stays above the range. Next one closes bullish, ideally with a break of the lows there, and then we pop. Yeah. So trade pack will leave 10% US tariff in place. CNN. Top one's asking for a one-time password. Go to your email. Yeah, go to your email. Wait, email not found.
Are you at Trump?
Yeah, I would just message them now. They're probably at the offices and all that. So I would message them and just tell them what the situation is, and they'll probably get back to you fairly quickly. How come ideally the break of the lows? Because we want to see like more activity, right, from sellers if price is going to go up. So it's really looking good for sells. So if that happens like this, a lot of people are going to take the sells on the break of that low. So that's where you grab most of the liquidity at that point. And then the next candle, we can really enter like an impulse trade, to be honest, depending on how we close on the break of these highs, right? So if we can kind of break the low, and then an impulse entry on the break of the high would be nice.
Yo, it's hilarious, bro. This live stream about to show Trump that everyone in the chat's a trader.
No way, no way.
Which
Yeah,
one are
bro.
you watching?
Yeah, which one?
The one with the from Fox.
No, that's funny.
Someone in chat sent the link.
Oh, really?
Ken,
Just buy
Ken
gold.
sent the link. He's not even on yet, but yeah.
Oh, it's just picture of the White
Everyone's
House.
like buy in queue.
That's hilarious. Short.
Yo. I'm going full margin.
Everyone's trading. Gamblers, assemble your positions. Full port longs, long. Yo, that's hilarious.
Buy Bitcoin.
There's no serious people, no professionals. It's just like,
One's on all equities.
Oh,
it's just
snap.
like,
That's
full
hilarious.
know.
margin queue.
Right.
Oh man.
This would be really nice too, like this closure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that, bro.
Because we should fill that
I
wick
love
right
that.
there. We should fill that wick.
That would be great.
Mm-hmm. But 10 minutes and we're already breaking highs.
I know.
Oh man.
Nobody knows
That's,
nothing.
Yes, sir, Daniel. You can't make more than 1,500. So 1,400, you're chilling with that, bro. No need to even take another trade.
What are these stops looking like? 72, not too bad. Yeah, I think maybe if we can roll back bearish again, could possibly be an impulse entry. If not, I'm totally fine with waiting on the closure here of the 15 and then taking the buys.
That no bottom like really messed up the sells, honestly.
and the
Yeah.
15 not too hot. Bro, we had like support like what?
Yeah.
Let's take a
20
look at
pips
that.
away.
Yep.
Yeah.
5 minute trying to go up on NQ. NQ, I really do think you have to use lower time frames. It's much better. So 4 hour close bearish. We have more room on the 4 hour to move down. 1 hour close bearish. 30's bearish. We got support sitting here, so I think that could keep us pretty safe, right? So if we're gonna look for NQ sells, maybe look for these sells underneath that 15 support, and then look to go short from there. Yeah, 5 minute break of the lows too. I think that's 5 minute support there too. So yeah, it doesn't look bad either.
You in the 5 as well.
So I see. All right, well we got 7 minutes, so let's hope price stays put. If you guys are taking impulse entries here, best of luck to y'all. I hope you get into profit and then it comes back and lets me get in. And I hope it doesn't flip bearish and break the lows.
Let's hope price doesn't move an inch.
Don't move an inch. Don't move a pip up or down here, Goldie.
Word. Just stay where you're at.
Freeze!
If
All
gold
right,
just drives now, I'm like, bro.
I'll be right back. Should I just go like this so you guys don't have to feel any certain way?
Yeah, please. please.
Sure.
I'm gonna leave it right here so you can strengthen the muscle, the patience muscle here real quick. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Take the watermark.
See if we can get it.
Bro, if this candle just drives through, I'm like, hey Siri, can you please shut off my computer?
Yeah, right, bro.
Oh my. goodness.
Siri, play Love. No,
Play what?
play some like song, you know, like some like sad song.
For real.
What's a sad song, chat?
Darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. Which song is that?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
No way, I just activated your Siri.
That's crazy.
What is it called? Silence?
James Blunt, Goodbye My Lover.
Hey Siri, play Goodbye My Lover by James Blunt.
Yeah. Damn, hero of the day, bro. I didn't know you worked at Dunder Mifflin. Tell Michael Scott I said what up.
Dunder Mifflin. A Sound of Silence. That's the song, yeah, that's right. My Siri
Sound
got
of
activated.
Silence.
Nah, stop it.
Yeah, no Stewie meme today, energy.
Yeah, that's a good one for me to life, I agree.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely not waiting.
Yeah.
Sorry for ruining y'all's mood, but yeah.
Yeah. 5 minutes on gold. 5 minutes in the markets is like 5 years.
Yeah, thanks.
In real time.
Not so overextended, but yeah, it's probably not. So.
See how we close.
But when I say it's not waiting, it's probably waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, energy. That's me in 5 minutes. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're filling the whole range. Yeah. Great Goldie. Goldie. What will come first, insanity or profitability? Bro.
Screw it. Bye now.
That's fine. I don't really care. I mean, we get a closure above here. Still good to go.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't affect me anyways.
Screw it by now, and then you buy it, it instantly goes all the way down to the floor. Time frame please as you never seen before.
Trump just comes in and says, "The dollar's back." And it's just like, boom, straight down.
That's way too funny here.
Yeah, man. I don't know. We haven't heard from him yet, so you never know.
For real. I think insanity, Chris Epps. I think actually insanity.
Will I take any trades? Yeah. I like this trade here. Just waiting on the closure. 15 closure in 3 minutes. 30 closure in 18 minutes. So yeah.
But 30 closure looking lovely.
Are you looking at that wick to fill
I am.
on the 15?
You bet.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we
it's
don't
looking
fill
real
it.
good. That red candle we saw there could just be the pullback for like, activating sellers, with the forward pulling back to leave a wick and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is, Kristaps?
Kristaps.
Long gone, man. Long gone.
Kristaps.
Kristaps, bro. I like that name. Kristaps. That's unique.
I'm like Kristaps, you like Kristaps.
Yeah.
It's Kristaps, stops.
Alright.
You got him and meet him in person. He's kid's a stud. Stud.
Yeah,
Word.
bet.
I'll meet him soon.
Same.
Maybe July.
come to the
Kristaps. Yeah.
Pronunciation on top. Which one of them?
Is that Kristaps Porzingis?
Porzingis.
That's funny. If you're
Everyone likes
Kristaps
my...
Porzingis, I'd be like, what are you doing here, bro?
He's trading.
Right?
That dude breaks his ankle, he's done. He got no
True.
more money coming in.
It's true. Yeah, another stream of income. Facts.
Where is he? Where is he? He's getting ready to make the dollar great again. Hopefully he can make the dollar great again after we fill the wick and fill the range.
Yeah.
Say something stupid first. 15-minute resistance to form. Yeah, we have it right here now. So we kind of have that 15 resistance here. So it's kind of like a range. Oh, on NQ? NQ, I think, is just moving down, right? Yeah, moving downtown. Yeah, oh, yeah. Wait for a resistance. Yep. Little pullback. Be nice. Continue down.
Just classics. Wooza. Nice, man. Like that.
Where can we watch Donnie talk? I got him live on Fox, it looks like. Here, I'll send you guys a link.
Please. Is he come yet? Is he there?
No. He hasn't showed yet.
Okay.
The buys are not like guaranteed either, you know, because like I said, if he starts talking really good about the dollar, then, you know, gold's most likely not going to shoot up here. Okay, so we got a 15 closure. 30 minutes still open. 15 is closed. 1 hour candle still open here as well. So let's see if we get maybe a lower wick on the 15, and then we can shoot to fill that wick up here. Let's see what the previous candle's looking like. 120. Yay!
125, man. Wow.
Aaron, we go with that, right? What you think, Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron, what you think?
Word, Aaron. What's the vibe? What should we do?
Man says let it rip. We let it rip.
Yeah. All right, cool. That'll just about do it for me. Looking pretty good on the 15. So yeah, I'm gonna have a buy stop here. See if we could break the current 15-minute high, and if we can, we should attempt to fill that wick as long as Mr. Donald doesn't mess up our price action here.
Where's your stops?
Stops are gonna have to be for me the current candle, which isn't bad right now. It's less than 50. Yeah, about 50 pips. Oh yeah, what stop? Yeah, this is an evaluation account. We don't use stops on these accounts.
Nah, we don't.
Yeah, this will be an onion play. Yep. So pretty much what we got going on is we have price moving up, right? We're moving up. We got probably a new support here for price to continue pushing based off of the 4-hour candle, right? I mean, that's what we're really looking at here is the fact that the 4-hour candle could begin to move bullish at this point. The difference between where we are and the entry and the break of the high is, I think, 12 pips, so might be more like 18, 20. So if you want to keep your stops on the break of the 4-hour highs, that's not a bad I'm sorry, your entries on the break of the 4-hour highs, that's not a bad idea. That would just be the previous 15. So just know that it's going to take about 17 pips off of your trade. But it's not bad. It's not bad. So we got a big 30 closure coming up. So we'll see how we do it on the 30 here.
Yeah, the 30 looks really good.
Yeah.
If the 30 closes like that, I'll just delete this buy stop. If the 30 closes strong bullish or even pops up and breaks, you know, the high and enters us in and all that, and we close above here, even better. Even better. The speech, Trump's eating Chick-fil-A or something right now. I don't know. He's hanging out with Elon. He's hanging out with Elon. I don't know what they're up to, but we don't want to know.
Nah, we don't want
Right.
to know.
It's for real.
Stops are $89. What do you mean? You guys know how I get down. I risk $89 on every trade. That's it. I should have paid for the no max daily loss. Damn.
Why?
Because now I got a stop loss.
Yeah, but if it just runs, I mean,
Then yeah, I lose 89
Yes.
bucks. Which I'm alright with. Yeah, I got to get that daily max loss out of there. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do. 30 is flipping bearish here again. Stop loss is the breach email. Simple, soft breach. All right, reset. Yeah, stops are getting a little big here. 71 pips. $10 for a 30 closure.
I'm waiting for 30 though.
Might be deleting.
But could run. Makes sense with
Yeah.
the support.
5-minute candle's closing here. So, yeah. So I'm going to see how the next 5-minute goes. And if we kind of move bearish or whatever, probably going to delete and wait for the 30 close.
Trump says hi, and we're just gonna.
Hello, everyone. You thought Jerome moved the markets? Trump's like, hello, everyone. I'm here to bring you good news. I'm the saving grace for America. Yeah, I might delete this. Time's ticking a little bit here. Probably going to wait on the 30 closure. Yeah, I'm going to delete. If we can get 30 supports, I think that'll be much better. We're also still kind of in the range on the 15. So I like a nice 30 onion here, and we're good to go. Yeah, I wanted to see that
Yeah, 30.
pop before all this. So now that we got all
I'm with
this, we wait for the 30. And if the 30 can, bam, we should fill that wick, no problem.
30 onion, 15 celery.
Yeah,
You bet I'm in.
yeah. You better believe it.
That's the best setup I've seen in 2 weeks.
So yeah, no Trump yet. We'll see what's good with him. The thumbnail is hilarious, actually. Yeah, look at that. Flipping bearish now. I think the only longs that were decent were the 9 a.m. longs. That was pretty much it. Yeah, which they weren't bad. And then the 9:30 celery, that was pretty much it. Yeah, other than that, not really many good looking moves here. How we doing on the NASDAQ over here? Oh. Whoa, whoa. Maybe we got a fake out here on NQ. Remember, that support is very strong. You got a 15 closure below it. This could be a fake out here. But I do like the fact that the 4-hour and the daily are bullish or bearish here, or at least the 4-hour. 4-hour, 1-hour. 1 hour is a little too overextended. I think someone asked, hey, how about the break and the retest or whatever? Yeah, I think that would be clean on NQ. Yeah, NQ sells look pretty good with the 4 hour and all that, so might just be holding off. 15 celery looks good. It does, it does. On both pairs, to be honest. NQ and gold. Thumbnail's hilarious. They're not really saying much either at the White House. Major announcements coming in. Major. The only people who pay attention to that word major are day traders. Literally. That's what they basically mean. Like, hey, day traders, pay attention. Yeah, this looks money. You get a closure below here. Looks really good. If you can't get the close below, then you can wait on the next candle. So if this one closes above, next candle closes below, you pop. If not, we may want to create support and then move up here. Gold has identity issues. Yeah. The 4 hour closed, really, yeah, I mean, it didn't close back above, let's say, this zone here, which you would really like to see. So we rejected it. Yeah. We have rejected. What's for dinner, Magnus? What's for dinner?
Haven't decided yet, actually. Got some eggs and chicken. Yeah.
You said I got either eggs and chicken or eggs and ground beef. Haven't decided yet.
Oh, no. I've already eaten chicken and eggs.
Oh,
and now
yeah.
I'm a little like, do I make beef or, yeah?
Do I want beef?
Yeah, probably beef.
Give me the beef. Give me the beef.
Just beef and rice, actually.
Where's the beef?
What about you? Steak?
Yeah, either steak or ground beef.
Yeah.
That's basically
Sounds
my
like
diet. Some chicken. Some chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like pork.
Yeah, I don't eat that much pork. Ever.
Nah, me too. Never.
Pork.
Never. Really, never.
Almost never, yeah.
I like pulled pork, pulled barbecue pork.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah. That's kind of fire. But I never get it, so...
Yeah. You like pulled pork, right, Nick?
Yeah, not bad. New top down, I think that's a great idea. Let's do a fresh analysis here on gold, right? So this is our daily time frame. So we did close bearish there yesterday with this closure, which we ultimately created a resistance. Now, we came down and we barely closed with a bottom wick on this bearish candle. We're also kind of in this little bit of a choppy zone here, not gonna lie. I know it's pretty clean, like right in front of us, but we have been dealing with major issues in this overall zone here, right? So will we get caught up in that is the question here on the daily. But so far, daily bearish, keep in mind it's got no bottom wick on it. The 4-hour candle has closed bullish though. So 4-hour candle has created support. We've closed bullish. But the only thing here is that we never close back above the range, right? And then what we see here is 3 rejections, right? 3, 1, 2, 3 potential rejections as price may be looking to break, retest, and then continue moving down here on gold, right? So we got to keep our head open, our eyes open for that as well. So we'll see what's going to happen. Again, we did close bullish, but we are bullish below the range here with still plenty of clean traffic to go down. So I'm open for both buys and sells. It just gotta make sense here, right? So 1-hour candle closed with a pretty big rejection to the top side here. Again, that was us retesting that zone, that 4-hour zone, and not being able to get back into it. The current 1-hour candle has broken the lows here. So yeah, broken the lows on the 1-hour. 30-minute candle moving down here as well after creating a top wick. 15-minute time frame coming into support here. So we have support, we have resistance, and this basically is a range that we're in pre-news here, speech, right? So I don't really want to go crazy on these sells. I'm going to stick with my 4-hour candle here and assume that we're going to move bullish until we get some sort of a break and retest below the 15-minute time frame. That's when I'll look to take sells, something like this, and then go down. But other than that, we may close bearish here, right? That will potentially be our 4-hour bottom wick, and then the next candles begin to move up. So I think I'm going to stay away from out of the range itself. The sells I'll probably wait for range 2, but the buys are super clean if we can close above 33.70. Again, I'm going to trust the 4-hour for the most part in this situation here and see if we can push up and fill the wick. If we do close below 58, that means we're breaking the 4-hour low, so that's a good sign. But then we could, just need a little celery play or break and retest to go with it. So yeah, that's my ideas here. We got pretty clean range moving up on gold as well. You have an advantage point sitting about 90 pips away, and then we could really get moving here. So lots of room to go to the top side, lots of room to the downside, and just gotta wait for that range. We'll see. What up, SimZ? You feel like I'm trying to force a trade today? If I was trying to force a trade, I would have forced some trades, brother. Yeah.
It would have already been one.
I don't want to force a trade. I don't like forcing trades. If I force trades, I typically lose.
Yeah, that's because it's you trading, not the plan.
I'm just trying to make sense of the price action. That's all. Nate gets it. You get it, right, yep. Nate?
Listen, I've only been watching a few days, but you guys love your food talk.
That's hilarious, actually, damn. Hey, they don't call it time to eat for nothing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think I'll give it one more 30-minute closure.
Yeah, me too. And then I
say,
hey Siri, shut down the computer.
Yep.
Where's Trump?
Like,
Siri, what's going on over here? Where's our boy at, bro? What are you doing? Come on, move the market, Trump.
Imagine he actually speaks and then he just shoots around like up and down.
Goes crazy. And then I lose $89. I'll be like, damn.
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, big traders just lost like 100 million.
Meanwhile, my friend Charles Schwab, he made 99 billion yesterday. He's getting Schwab's orders in. Schwab, a couple of his homies, they're like, Trump's like, yo, you get the buys in yet? You get the buys in yet? Hurry up, dude, hurry up. The guy's like, I'm on this multi-billion-dollar airplane. There's no Wi-Fi up here. Trump, we're gonna be landing in a few minutes. Actually, someone send me a helicopter. Get me off this plane. They're gonna get Schwab off the plane mid-air, and then they're gonna get him down. He's gonna place his orders, and then we're gonna be good to go. Trust me.
Then I'll be back in there.
Trump's a G. He don't eat without the homies. You know what I mean? He's like, I got y'all, man. I got y'all. Just come on down, get your orders in, and we'll make some moves.
Oh man.
Until then, let's
Yeah,
eat some
energy.
Chick-fil-A. Where are you going, Energy? You don't want to stick around and be patient and stare at the charts for the rest of the day with us?
Energy.
Yeah, until like 8.
You don't want to wait for closures only to get closures with no top wicks, or the next one to open up with no bottom wick? Come on.
She said no.
Come on, Energy.
Or get the perfect closure and then it just runs without no bottom. It's pretty fun actually. You should really try it.
I'm telling you, man.
So fun.
Hey, I'd do this over a day job any day. I don't know about y'all, man.
Oh yeah, me too. 100%. That is
Dude, hell yeah.
100% true.
Like
Yeah, when you
I'm
think
getting
about it
paid
like
to
that.
week. I mean,
You can
If
bet
I-
on that.
if I wasn't at the desk, like, I mean, I could be waiting for closures on the couch too. You know.
You're getting paid to wait at your job too, because essentially I seen a study. It said like 70 to 80% of the time you spend at your job, you're actually not even doing any of the work. So like you only actually have about like an hour or two of your 8-9 hour shift of actual productivity. Isn't that crazy?
Makes sense.
Damn,
Unless you used to work at the sales job that I used to work out, then it was like you just pick up the phone, hang it up, pick the phone, hang it up, pick up and then you're working all day. But those are usually
Right.
commission-based jobs. Hourly salary, you're kind of like just chilling. Depends on what you do, obviously, but in most jobs.
Yeah, my pizza delivery job, I would just wait until I had to deliver something. Literally.
Yep. Did I see how they're gonna elect the new pope? It's like the NFL draft. Yeah, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I think that's all demonic forces, to be honest. The pope is far from a religious man.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I just
The
forgot
pope,
we are
the
in
pope
YouTube.
is a puppet. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's 100%.
I mean, I agree.
It's just facts. There's nothing to like.
They even believe in Jesus over there? I don't even think they do.
Yeah, it looks like a business.
Yeah. Go look at some of the videos of the Pope. And again, I will challenge some of your thinking here on this live stream and may say some things that don't really resonate with you, but I mean, when I see the Pope go down and kiss the shoes of the high Jewish priest, it makes me think a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh
what's
yeah,
up with
it
that?
should make you think a little bit.
When you go down and kiss the shoes of other men, yeah. Yeah, sometimes, like Jesus said, you're going to find wolves in sheep clothing, my friends. Don't let it go over your head.
Yep.
All right. Nothing here on gold. No Trump. Nothing. Let's see. Yeah, look at the way the Pope treated people too, by the way. Go look at the way he treated people. If Jesus was there, he would have wired up some cord. He would have sat there and watched, and then he would have cleaned that house, man. He would have cleaned that house. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, word, I'm sure.
What did Jesus say when he looked at all that stuff? He said, you know what? Not one stone will be left standing with these hypocrites. Just look at it, man. You got to do your research. Yeah, God, yeah, exactly. I think I seen something that was like, religion is man at church thinking about fishing. Relationship is man out fishing thinking about God. You know what I mean? So,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
you don't need the Pope to connect you with God. Trust me.
You need God.
Yeah, can you say it again, Nick?
Say what?
The thing you just said about the man who out fishing would.
Oh,
Yeah.
the man. Religion is man in church thinking about fishing. Relationship is man fishing thinking about God. Did Jesus do that? He did do that. Go read your Bible. Go read the book. John chapter 2, I think verse 15. Yep. Go check it out.
Damn.
Yeah, John, yeah, chapter 2, yep.
Spot on, Mark.
Let's see. NQ. Come on, man. Some of you religious guys and girls gotta read the word a little bit better. You gotta understand what the word says, not what the Pope says or what the pastor says, but what the word says. Trump is missing. I don't know what's going on with Trump. He's not here.
Man's gone.
He gone. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, exactly. SGH, exactly. Trump had a bad stomach. He had a stomach ache from all that McDonald's he was eating. What's up with that guy? How you gonna be a billionaire and eat McDonald's? Come on, man. Dun, dun, dun. Jesus, yeah, he washed the feet of his servants. He didn't kiss the feet of his master. He was a servant to the servants, and he kissed them. He didn't kiss them because he was under their control. Big difference. Trump's watching the charts.
Trump's with us waiting for his support right now.
I think
So
he
he
might
can
be
buy.
waiting for us to get into some trades here.
Trump's like on our live stream right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean 4 hours still looking bullish on gold. So I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, we're moving back up, staying above that zone, staying above 58 here. 30-minute creating support, which is really what we've been wanting the whole session here. So 15 ranging a little bit, not able to close below yet. So yeah, we'll see. Trump's waiting for Trump's speech. Yeah. What time is it? 10:41? Yeah, we'll see.
Let's just close above resistance.
Man can speak whenever he wants.
Yeah. Hold on, he's getting another account right now. Hold on, he's loading it up.
Trump load up his funded account and now he was sleeping. No. Trump probably watching the Tad Tweet stream. He's trying to pass his combine right now. Oh, it's...
Imagine.
Man. Yeah.
Where's my boy? Look at Green trying to change the topic of conversation. Where is Maverick at? Oh, Maverick. I don't like you, Green.
Where's Maverick?
Maverick's doing Maverick things, man. I started teaching him a little like kickball. Dude's a tank. Tank.
Bro, kickball's about to be so fun with them.
How come it came down and flipped? I don't know. Probably just wanted to move the candle around a little bit. So the 1 hour broke the lows. This is huge. If I'm in a 1 hour sell right now, I'm, you know what, in my pants. So that's pretty good sign for this 4 hour candle to start ripping back up here. Yeah, I think the 15 close above now would be valid here. So this is where we had the buy stops earlier, right here. So let's see how we do there, but I think at this point we're going to need a closure above. So 20 seconds on this candle here. If the next one can close above, I think that's going to be a great trade and probably the last shot of the day. Unless Trump pulls up.
Yes, sir.
Did you even watch the charts yesterday?
No, once I left the live stream, I was gone. I didn't see the charts again till Asian. Yeah, kickball is mad fun, dude. We used to have a big circle across the street from our house, so I used to play in there.
Yep.
Holy smokes, what's going on here? Yeah, this 30 closure would be money. Because now your 4 hour candle looks like this, like. Looks like this.
Then it's over. Watch this 30 just goes right at resistance.
Then I just shut my computer off.
I'm still buying. Hey, that would be me forcing a trade. That would be me forcing a trade. If
yeah,
I still
I'm gonna
took
force
a buy.
that trade. Yeah, I'm gonna force it.
And
I'm
look,
100% gonna force
and by the way, look now, because now these highs broke. All right, so there's buyers in now.
Buyers now, they get stopped out. We get the buyers or closure above. They're already out, and now we get the patient trade here.
Look at this. Just look at it.
Oh my goodness!
Well,
if that happens right
that's
there,
all I want, man.
Doesn't that look like the example we brought up earlier?
bro. That's a good example right there.
We need that, bro. We need that. Come on, Goldie, give it to me. You gotta hurry up before my business closes.
Right here.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm closing at 11:05.
11:05.
Be closing up shop.
Facts. Yo, Green. What's up, my man? Bro, what's up with those Celtics, dude?
Oh,
How are the
2-0
Knicks
I
winning?
heard. Holy Greens. The Celtics like this. We're right where we want it. That's right where we want to
Yeah,
be.
right. Green, bro, what's your thoughts, man? We'll talk on Asian. Bro, I heard the Knicks were down 20 in both games, Green. And they still won. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm sorry.
He said,
I'm
"Talk to
sorry,
me."
bro.
I'll stop
We'll
talking
talk.
to me.
We'll talk about it later.
Trump wants my 89. He ain't getting it. He ain't getting my 89. Celtics. He's still not out though. Do, do. My bad. I was watching something here. It's funny.
Wait, yo, Green, did you get those protein Oreos I was talking about?
Protein
Wait, no,
I'll be right
Oreos.
back.
What is that?
Protein Oreo.
Bro.
2025, bro.
Wait, is that what Green has been showing on the story? Oh my
Nah,
goodness,
nah.
Green.
Those are normal. Those are normal Oreos.
Oh, okay.
Check them out,
Man,
Magnus. Look it up. Protein Oreos.
I don't like Oreos, man. It's like,
All right, word. I don't really like them either. So
nah, I'm more into like, I don't know, just chocolate in general or something.
is
But I
that your
don't
favorite?
really-
Like, you like candy? Like that's your thing?
Not candy. It's more like only chocolate actually, not those like,
Chocolate, yeah.
I don't even know what it's called in English, but what are those things called? Like sour, you get sour, you can
Sour
get normal.
Patches.
Yeah, something like that. I don't like
You like that?
No, not like that.
Oh, okay. You like the chocolate?
Yeah, I love chocolate.
Yeah. Do you like ice cream?
Yeah, I love ice cream too. Yeah. It's like gummy candy. Oh, that's not no.
You like gummy candy or you don't like
No,
gummy
no, no, no,
candy?
no, no, no. Don't like it.
Yeah, I don't really like gummy candy either. I
No.
prefer chocolate as
Yeah,
well.
me too, man.
When you're down here, there's this really good ice cream spot. We'll bring you to it.
I don't think we're
get
gonna do
it.
ice cream when Magnus comes down here.
All right,
What are we
chill.
talking about? What?
I think we'll do protein ice cream though. How about we make like 40 protein ice creams, and we'll just give everybody
Okay,
one.
I'm down. Okay, yeah, I'm down.
But who's gonna
down.
make them all? Because the machine's mad loud.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make them all, bro.
Yo, I actually haven't.
DJ Scratches. Sorry.
I haven't gotten candy. You guys were just saying something about candy. I haven't gotten candy in forever, and yesterday was the first time I picked up them Sour Patch joints, the watermelon.
Really?
Holy!
You didn't get the trolleys?
Nah.
I don't like candy.
Sour Patch, the watermelon. That's my girl's favorite. Damn.
Yeah, I had like
Bro.
maybe a third of the bag, and then I had to let them go because it was like 360 calories in that bag.
Yeah.
They come to Denmark, we'll eat some liver.
Yeah.
I just needed it for
Yeah,
like a
DJ
sweet
Scratches.
tooth.
I think they're called high key protein, high key Oreos, something like that.
Damn,
Okay, they
son.
actually look lit. They look lit. Oh my goodness, man.
Hey, if we're gonna
Yeah,
do
that's what they look
anything,
like.
we should do Joe's
There, bro.
brownies, John.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, bro.
Oh,
Let's
here he
do that.
is.
Trump
Billions
speech.
of dollars of increased market access for American
Oh my God,
exports,
Trump. Calm down, buddy.
especially in agriculture, dramatically increasing access
Whoa.
for American beef, ethanol.
Can you pull it up on screen?
All right, now gold will start to bleed.
Products produced
Oh,
by
wait.
and our secretary, as you know, of agriculture.
Someone fix his microphone. Yeah, I thought that was mine. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I thought it was Zoom too or something.
Sorry to blow your eardrums out,
Against
headphone users.
products, but this is now turning out, I think,
Sorry.
to be a great deal for both countries because it'll be really great for the UK also. So they're opening up the country. Their country.
Speak up, bro.
And we appreciate.
Hey, give me 1 sec. Be right back.
They'll also
Just
be
tell us the point.
American goods through their customs process, so our exports go to a very, very quick form of approval, and there won't be any red tape. Things are going to move very quickly both ways. The final details are being written up in the coming weeks. We'll have it all very conclusive, but the actual deal is a very conclusive one. We think just about everything's been approved. So good for both countries, and we'll also receive new market access for American chemicals, machinery, and many other industrial products that weren't allowed. And they'll end up getting products that they'll be able to price, and if they like them better, and we make great products, they'll be buying those products, but they were not available in the UK. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States. That's the first of its kind. So we have a big economic security blanket, and that's very important, and we feel very, very comfortable with that because it's been a great ally, truly one of our great allies. A lot of people say our greatest ally. I don't want to insult people by saying that, but I can say it's certainly one of our greatest, and right at the top. And they're the first one we're talking about. And by the way, we have many meetings planned today and tomorrow, and every country wants to
Oh, so we're not going to get all the news today? Gotcha.
meeting. As you know, Scott will be going over to Switzerland on Saturday. That'll be
I see, yeah. So you can gap the market on Monday? Got it.
very badly too. Both countries have agreed that the economic security is national security and will be working together as allies to ensure that we have a strong industrial base, appropriate export controls, and protections for key technologies and industries like steel. Steel is a big factor. Both countries will become stronger with steel and things necessary for military. You know, we used to build ships and other things literally at a level that nobody's ever seen, and we haven't. We've eased up, and I would say that the UK certainly eased up, but now we're going to be uneasing both. And we
You guys think that these are real hands
once again,
or fake hands?
Prime Minister Starmer's been terrific.
These dudes be having their hands like in their pocket
Especially
Recording in progress.
on the gun.
bond. It's really an external and an internal bond between our two countries. We'll see it's stronger than ever before. And we really do. We have a great relationship. I want to just say that the representatives of
One is fake.
have been so professional.
At least one.
It's been an honor doing business with all of them, and in particular the Prime Minister. And I'd like to introduce him now to say a few words. Mr. Prime Minister, please take it away.
Thank you, Mr. President. Donald,
Oh, that's why they're on the phone.
this is a really fantastic, historic day in which we can announce this deal between our two great countries. And I think it's a real tribute to the history that we have of working so closely together. Can I pay tribute, Donald, to your negotiating team as well, particularly Howard and Jameson, who've done an incredible job, a very professional job. And my team as well. Two negotiating teams have worked at pace now for a number of weeks to bring in this deal today. Really important deal. This is going to boost trade between and across our countries. It's going to not only protect jobs but create jobs, opening market access. And as you say, Donald, the timing couldn't be more apt because not only was it 80 years...
Yeah, where's the crypto talks at?
that victory came for Europe after and at the end of the Second World War. But of course, on that day, the UK and the US stood together as the closest of allies. And Donald, I think, even down to the hour, because you may or may not know that it was about this time of day, exactly 80 years ago,
Yeah.
that Winston Churchill announced.
He's happy about the deal, it sounds like.
And that led to great celebrations across Europe, across America, but particularly
Hero of the day. The 80s called. They want their telephone conference system back. Yo, what are these guys doing here, man?
so to be able to announce this
Right.
deal
My goodness.
on the same day, 80 years forward,
Like, you guys never heard of Zoom?
hour, and as we
Sheesh.
were 80 years ago, with the UK and the US standing side by side, I think is incredibly important and makes this truly historic. That close relationship has endured over those 80 years. As you know, Donald, when it comes to defence and security and intelligence sharing, of course, there are no two countries that are closer than our two countries. And now we take this into new and important territory by adding trade and the economy to the closest.
Could be AI, definitely. Definitely could be AI.
built, as you say, on those notions
Everyone in this whole room could be a hologram.
of reciprocal
But we ain't gonna dive. We ain't gonna dive down that road today.
between our countries.
Not today. We'll save that one for another day.
Hugely important.
I think the Pope thing was enough for today.
And for steel and aluminium.
Show us the ear, Trump.
And yes, we can finish ironing out some of the details, but there's a fantastic platform here, including, of course, on the tech side.
If you guys ain't got a back scratcher,
We're the only $2
are you even alive yet?
trillion sectors.
You need a back scratcher in life.
Back scratcher.
And in the end, it comes to
Okay, so I haven't heard one thing that gives me a better analysis here. 30 minutes down, 1 hour is about to close in a minute, 15 minutes ranging. So I think what Trump's doing is he's building a wall. He's building 2 walls here. And I think he plans to smash it down later.
Gotta call it, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
Time to go enjoy the day.
Probably going to close with no lower wick here.
Yeah, typical gold.
I mean, I'm gonna stay tight. I'm gonna try and FOMO in, maybe revenge trade a little bit because we got break even before. It might lead to over trading this afternoon, but whatever I do, I'll be done by 2:30 today for sure. 'Cause I got things to do later.
And then later, I 100% got either like 5K on all of them or 0 XFAs.
I got $89 to risk. I got $89.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, this doesn't look good at all.
No, it goes in the range. I'll see ya.
Yeah, facts, bro. It's closing time.
Oh my.
Closing time.
All right, I'm done with this guy. UK, I feel sorry for you guys. You have to listen to that guy all the time. My goodness. Holy smoke.
Yeah, I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Same. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. 1 hour closing nasty. So the 1 hour is going to lead to everything here. So I don't like that closure. The 4 hour, again, has not really pushed back up in the range, right? We're kind of just trying to get back in the range, but we have multiple rejections here. So if I were you guys, I'd personally wait for a 15 closure or a 30 closure outside of this overall range if you're still trading today. Yeah, if not, that's it, man. We gave it a shot at 9:30. We went 50 pips in profit, so congrats to anyone who closed, profits and all that there. I hit break even for the most part, and now I'll probably just settle in and wait for Asian session.
Yeah, see y'all in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'll catch you guys in Asian sesh as well.
I'll at you.
Go get yourself a back scratcher. That autofocus
Yes,
looks
sir.
good, right,
I'll
Green?
at you.
All right, boys. Hey, thanks for being up here today. Appreciate all your gems and everything that you do
Thank you,
for the
bro.
community. And always a pleasure to have you up here.
Thank you.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
man. Appreciate being here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I will see you guys in a little bit. Chat, hope you guys have a good day. God bless you all. Peace, peace.
Yeah, man. God bless you. See y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace. See you, Nick.
Later, Magnus.
See you, London.
Peace, Nick. Peace, Magnus.
Peace.
See you, John.
All right, my friends. Well, you guys are all good, solid $100 bills. Don't forget that. Don't forget your worth here today. I think it was a good stream. One trade taken, went into profits, but break even for me. And yeah, man, we'll be back for Asian session. I'm about to go do a podcast today, so keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna go be on the ASFX podcast again for my second time. So I'll let you guys know when that's gonna drop. But yeah, I'll drop some heat today, and I will see you guys later for Asian session. And the rest of y'all, I'll see you guys in New York session tomorrow. Big Friday, big Friday. All right, love y'all. Blessings to you and your family, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cool. Peace, G's. Later. The W's on the way out. W's for yourself. Peace out, gang. Love y'all. Later.
I've been running this race so long, that's why I keep my top down. Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games, so they pass on me. Treat 'em like a op, bow. When I came up, they were whooping, but we still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They gon' low, cause I still serve the most high. No, I won't stop now. When I throw signs up, it's not what they said, dog. No, that's for H-Town. Roll with a warrant, try not to get caught, but I'm fly. Still put the top down. Love for the father, make kids for the fans, child. Can't switch on y'all now. Only sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my seeds, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back.
Order filled.
Made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Rushing outside like I'm sleeping in a bando. Bible on me, I've been feeling like Rambo. Devil trying to hide, he ain't wearing no camo. Killing myself, God took it out the plan though. Still on fire for the Lord, where the fan go? Heard them talking stupid, to cut it just like a Van Gogh. I'm sitting glad, let me cut the thing real low. I been looking up high when I feel low. And we still outside with the kinfolk. I was scraping both sides to the rim, bro. I was walking through church with the trench coat. Sending my 10% through Venmo. Lord said he'd be back, hit a memo. That's a cross around my neck, not a crystal. There's a Bible on me, not a pistol. You don't even know what I've been through. All these sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Write my seas, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. Cause what don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back.
Yeah. Remix. Remix. We back at it. Phew. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. God got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tape to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fake your face. Pull up in the church in a rave. You know what's going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let's go, let's go.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money base, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let grace, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning, then get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let's go, let guy.
I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these thoughts, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like Olympical, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual, my boy.
What's up, man? Come here.
They say there's no church in a while, but we've been wildin'. We've been on top for a while and let my crowd in. Fresh like everyday Easter, think I got a stylist. Had to shake back, get right, make my mama the proudest. Feel it in my body, can't nobody stop it. Drippin' like fluid.